And today I have with me two guests. One we know already, it's Frank from Cryptosis, and then we have Lawrence from Cryptosis too. First of all, how are you guys?
Yeah, doing great.
Of course, in the first interview that we had previously, we dig a little bit in Frank past before joining Cryptosis, what he was doing. So Lawrence, it's your turn now. So I'm gonna ask you the same question that I asked to Frank. So about your musical journey, like what was before Cryptosis and how you ended up in Cryptosis.
Yeah, if we go way back, my first band was a band called Face the Fact. It was a band that I joined when I was 16 years old.
Okay.
Um, and I have been playing live with bands ever since. So that's
Okay.
basically more than half my life right now.
Oh.
And yeah, at some point we split up. Actually, Frank joined the band in the last year that we were together and playing shows. And Frank and I kept contact after the band split up, and we decided to start a new band.
Okay.
And this band was called Distillator. And soon after, we found Marco to replace our drummer, who was leaving the band straight after the recordings of the debut album. And yeah, we sticked together ever since. And in 2020, we changed our name because we wanted to do more than just thrash metal music, and
Okay.
that ended up as Cryptosis.
Okay. So, and here we are to already the second full length, but after the first album, Bionic Swarm, there has been an EP, Silent Call. So, how, how we want to kind of see describing this journey, because last time we had the interview was for the Silent Call, I guess. So what happened till now? Guys toured, did some live shows. How was the reaction of the people to both the first full length and also the EP2?
Yeah, it was really great. We have been on tour with Cynic and Obscura. Also, we had a concert in Italy. Was really good. We released the song "The Silent Call," which is also on the new album Celestial Death.
Okay.
And this way, for us, it was we could touch the water, see how people would respond to this music. While we were already in the high gear of writing and recording the new album. So it was something in between, and to show a sign of life, basically. After we came back from the tour, we immediately hit the studio, recorded all the material between May and August 2024. And ever since, we have been, in the process of mixing, mastering, recording video clips. At the end of December, we started promoting with the first singles, Faceless Matter, Reign of Infinite. So we already have 2 songs out right now. The third one will be announced soon.
So there's not being a single moment of rest for you.
No, never.
Never. So of course, you did. I remember about you because the last interview you announced that you were going tour with Cynic, and I guess the tour did really well. So it's huge going touring with Cynic, and I think this also helped you to get more worldwide with now with Cryptosis, and of course somehow because it's normal and it's almost inevitable to ask the question, what is the main difference between Bionic Swarm and Celestial Death? What we could say.
The main difference, I would say, is Bionic Swarm is really focused on showing off how fast, how good, how much technique we have as a band, as individual players, whereas Celestial Death is more a cohesive sound. That's actual songs with the good melody, some instruments take a step back, have other instruments shine a bit more, give a lot more room for atmosphere. It has a lot of dark cinematic vibe. I think this is basically the biggest difference. Songs are more songs instead of just collection of strong riffs.
Okay.
I
So
would say.
kind of let's say I don't want to say kind of a concept, but since it's more depth as an album. There's you so I guess you work more also in the lyric wise. So what we face in Celestial Death, like what is I don't want to say the topic or the core, but what's the story behind the lyric wise, if there is a story or just collection of.
No, definitely. There's a story. Like it's basically we are at this moment in a time in history where basically a new era is about to start, or actually already started, and we have a lot of concepts like AI and other futuristic things that these days are not so futuristic anymore, and
No.
our interpretation of this change, of these new times ahead. This is basically what the album is all about.
Okay. And of course it face a lot what is the like you said the present, so it doesn't face also the what it could be. And what
Yeah,
was
but also it's seen from a personal view, like, I mean, in this time and day, we lose more and more identity of who you are as a person. Everything becomes more in a more or less the same. We get news from the same channels, the same social media
yeah,
companies. So where does this end up? And this is basically the kind of things that we're talking about.
is kind of like of a question made like what will happen, what we will end up to be.
Yeah, exactly. It's to like have the listener also
The
read these lyrics
answer.
and think about like what actually is this about, and what is my point of view, or did you ever think about such things before?
Yeah, they could be also a good way to make ourselves question and make ourselves give, like also ask other further question on the same topic. Like could be useful to think about it one or two times, if it's the right way that we are receiving information or if it's the right way to be who we want to be. So kind of a reflective also.
Yeah, but it's also sometimes a bit abstract for the
Okay.
listener to give his own thoughts about it.
Okay.
To think about it can be interpreted in many ways, and we are also very neutral in this. I mean, we're not
Of course.
against or pro
Yeah.
AI or whatever. So I think it's for the listener themselves to
Understand. Yeah.
find their own opinion about it.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Because of course, like there are always the pro and the cons in everything in all these topics, of course. And
Right.
also the album that is gonna be released the 7th of March, let's say. First of all, the pre-order are already open, I suppose. For
Yeah,
the
that's
okay.
true.
Where they can find the pre-order, so we already just say this and then put it ahead.
The pre-orders can be found at cryptosis.net/shop. It's
Okay.
and all through our social media accounts.
Okay. And of course, like I'm seeing, of course, we don't want to reveal too much about the track list or too much about the album because that's up to the people. But I see that it opens with a prologue and a coda. I mean, I also want to ask
Yeah.
about the development of the composing and how this choice.
Well, if you start an album as how we wrote it, is like a big theater play, or film, and you have to have a starting point. And for us, it felt really natural to just start with an opening.
Okay.
Then we have a collection of songs. In the middle, we have a small break,
Okay.
where things are slowing down a lot. We have some synthesizers to get in the right mood and the right vibe. And at the end of the album, we have the coda just to like fade out, and like it's the ending of the story basically.
So it's really kind of almost theatrical as a way of composing. And
Exactly.
did you, because it's also a bold decision, because it's not easy, because people might expect, like one, two, three, four, five, whatever song. So in this way, the listener have to just listen to the first or the last without, or they can skip.
The album was written in a certain way, or the
Okay.
songs are positioned in a certain order. We have thought about this very carefully.
Okay.
We have listened to these songs a million times before even recording them, and we decided to put them in this specific order because, according to us, this gives the best energy and it gives the best. Um, it keeps the attention
Mhm.
of the listener the best way if you listen like this.
So it's and also it's kind of my, because being also like I don't want, I don't have to say too, yeah, but it's cinematic and it's theatrical. Do you ever maybe thought that it could be, or if you ever think about it, like one of your album, a future album, or your music could even be used as a soundtrack? Maybe it could be soundtrack on some movie.
Yeah, it would be cool if this is possible. Yes, of course.
Yeah,
I
yeah, and
mean,
well, yeah. And personally, I'm also looking around already to have our music in a video game.
Okay, that's good.
But it's a scene that we're not really familiar, so it's
Okay,
hard,
but I
to
know.
get the right connections.
But let's dream a little bit about it. Otherwise, how these things happen. And of course, if it would be like mainly for a movie, where you would like to, would you like to see fit better your music? It's a question for both of you, because I think you have maybe different taste in movies.
I think a Black Mirror of Netflix
Okay.
series would be a cool
TV,
overlap
yeah.
because we are pretty inspired by
Okay.
these episodes in this series. Um, because yeah, it has a lot of overlap with the lyrics that we write about, the concept that we think about. It's some
Okay.
kind of dark thinking, futuristic, dystopian stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, that will be a great fit.
That's really good, because in my I mean, and Frank, for you is the same before we go.
I absolutely agree with Lawrence
Okay.
on this. Yes.
So something kind of, let's say, Black Mirror, like I said, dystopian world. And if there is already been written something like, how would you really write your own movie? I mean, let's say that you are allowed to do both music and directing a movie. There is
Sorry,
some,
can you repeat
yeah,
one
let's say
more?
that already you have the skill of directing your own movie or TV series or video game. I don't know, whatever field it's your best. We could, for example, like in a visual way, set all this up, like an imaginary world, planet, I don't know, era, or name it, even with the name, just also to give to the people like also a different point of view, just to look to your own influences.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's cool to if we were able to do some stuff like that, it would be cool to yeah, write a movie the same way we write music. So in a certain order with
Okay.
with certain attention spans,
Okay.
with some. I think if you watch an action movie, for example, you have like a little build up at the start, and then you have action, and then it's easy scene with not so much noise, and then it goes into full action, and you have a
Uh,
cliffhanger
yeah. So
scene, and you get all these different parts, and
uh,
that's also how we decided how to put the album together to have like a start with a fast song, and then we go a little bit down in the tempo, and then a little bit up again, and it's that's how we think about writing an album, and that's why this album should be listened from front to back.
and this kind of let's say this way of composing, of writing, like with a crescendo and with a stillness, and then again a kind of crescendo and ending. It's something that also you're thinking of doing live with a set list?
Actually, we do. We have this incorporated in our whole show. We have been playing with video during the live show that is synced to the music. So no, we try to incorporate as much as cinematic as we can. Yeah.
Okay. And also with the choice of the song, for example, to play live, you go with this kind of slow crescendo and then like with
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say that people can expect at the beginning and then a kind of stillness and then blast, kind of.
Oh,
Definitely.
we used to play the debut album from front to
Okay.
back, like that was our set list for a long
Yeah,
time.
of course.
Um,
But now
Yeah.
things
because
change.
it was written in this way, so we
Course.
thought, why not do it live?
Yeah, of course. But I think now with the upcoming album in the future live, maybe things maybe gonna change. But you also have to incorporate the old song, of course, from the first album.
Yeah, well,
But
we have not
did you
decided how
think-
to do it at the end,
Yeah,
but
but yeah.
yeah.
But did you think
People
about?
will be surprised maybe.
But did you already have some, let's say, um, live show for the album, like a release party, something like that, already arranged? Or I don't know, because
Yeah.
we don't want to say too much about that. Maybe we can say about festival or something, but for the live show part, what we can say?
Well, yeah, we have an album release show in our hometown at the end of March,
Okay.
and we got a European tour in May and June,
Okay,
where
as well.
we
It's already
also
settled. Okay.
we also going to do 2 shows in Italy, in
Really?
Milano, and I think the other one is,
I can look it up. 1 second.
I think it's Bologna, but I'm not sure. Let me
Okay.
check real quick.
Bologna,
It's-
yes,
it's
on
Bol-
June 4 and 5.
That's
Milano
good.
and Bologna on the 5th.
And where can I ask where
Yeah.
is in Milano, and like if you have the name of the venue, so we can also say here that here in the to the interview.
Milano Slaughter Club and Bologna Alchemica.
Alchemic. Okay, perfect. So yeah,
So that's cool. And
yeah,
yeah, we're planning
a
some
lot.
some
A
we're planning some
holiday,
shows in
holiday. Don't you like it?
yeah, we're planning some shows in Latin America too.
Oh, Okay, that's good.
Our booker's working on some shows in Scandinavia, France,
Spain,
Spain, Portugal,
Greece.
Greece.
Some festival. There is some festival that you're going, or just touring?
Now
Yeah.
only touring.
Only touring.
I hope and I guess that touring equal holidays for you, because I think you might need a holiday, like in a good way. There is some space for holidays, for just relaxing, or you just chill literally on touring. Because
No, touring is really hard. There's definitely not no time to chill.
it's a lot of things, guys. Really, like you are. I mean, it's good because you're literally working hard. There's a
Yeah, very hard.
congratulations. I mean, and I wish that, especially in such, I mean, arriving in science in South America, I really hope that you got more and more, or maybe go even. There is some country maybe that you never been and that you want like to maybe touring in the next, I don't know, year or so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is
but-
Latin Americas, but also Asia. Finland is a country that's on our list for a long time. Northern America, but it's
Japan.
getting more hard and hard to get in. Japan, indeed.
Australia would be awesome.
The globe.
But
Yeah,
yeah, just everywhere.
New Zealand, Greenland, everywhere, literally. So
hell
You
yeah.
can book us. You can book us everywhere.
yeah, even from Mars, almost literally going this way with the post-apocalyptic dystopian thing. You're gonna create some venue in some other, I don't know, remote planet or universe.
Definitely.
We can talk about it.
Yeah, we could be cool. Which would be the planet? I don't know. Pluto? It's not that. That is not a planet, I think, anymore. Some interstellar ship, whatever. But that's really good. I mean, congratulations, guys, because you went literally in a couple of years fast, like fast, super
Yeah,
fast. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
we
what it takes. We work on this band every day.
that's important. Yeah.
So at some point, things start rolling in the right direction,
Yeah.
hopefully. And yeah, we feel this with this album, things are getting, where they were supposed to go. Let's say.
Yeah, and
yeah.
yeah, you were saying, Lawrence?
Yeah, we got a few new partners that we are working with that are highly motivated to take it to the next level.
Okay.
So yeah, so far so good, and they have their trust and their they think the
Ah,
album is awesome, and they want to support the band very much. So
but that's
everything is in the right direction now.
Yeah.
yeah, it's important because I remember, I don't know how, when there was really the beginning of Cryptosis, I don't know who I talked with about the fix doing interview, was really at the beginning, maybe it was you, Frank, really at the beginning of the band.
Yeah.
So even before we did our first actual interview. And now you're basically just going everywhere. And it's good. I mean, I wish you really to go in Asia in soon as you can, because I know that if they're gonna say to you guys, oh, after the tour, this tour, there is an Asian tour. You want to go? Yes, sure. We're not even asleep. Let's go to the plan. So,
Yeah, we basically say yes to every offer, that we think will fit, and that also aligns with the goals that we have as a band.
yeah, it's becoming like a full-time job for you almost. I mean,
Oh, it is, but
Yeah,
we also have another full-time job on the side to earn some income. So
yeah, of course. I mean, it's not like when the Iron Maiden on Motorhead came out, like
yeah,
just we're doing that. That's it. I'm a full-time musician. It's not easy anymore like that, of course. But so we can say that Celestial Death, if we would like to describe it in one adjective, like one word, how we could describe it.
cinematic.
Okay. And for you, Lawrence?
I would say aggressive
Okay.
and heavily cinematic.
Okay, so cinematic is kind of the common ground. A little bit of
Yeah.
aggressiveness too.
And atmospheric.
Okay, so atmospheric, aggressive. That was a little bit
And cinematic.
for everyone, even for people angry. But I like to think about them could help people question about things in life in general. That's important. Like when
Yeah.
when album and a work, a book or a movie can make you think, not only listen, but also think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward for listen all. I mean, I already listened, but let's say listen all. Let's pretend that I never listened the album. Let's pretend that. And also, I want just to before ending. So the release is the 7th of March. So people understand, otherwise understand the 7th of February of March through Century Media, and there is going to be other releases like a singles video or whatsoever before the big release.
Yes.
February 4, I think we'll have another release of a single which is called Static Horizon.
Okay. And then straightforward the album.
Yeah, we have another single coming out at the release day on March 7, just to give the album one more extra push.
Okay, so we leave that to just the fun to find out what will be. So there's gonna be another release in February. So you have a tour, you have shows. So it's a quite of a journey. So what can I say?
Yeah.
I'm really
Yes.
happy to see that you're at this point. I mean, congratulations again. I said 20,000 times. And I hope that I'm be able to join in Milano this time, because I have no idea when was the last time when you did play there. But hopefully you're doing the tour as a headlining or as a headliner this time. Are you?
No, we go together with Onslaught, I think, old school
Yeah,
band
I know.
from UK.
Yeah, I know someone from Oslo too. So I might be do kind of a jump. I'm from Sicily, so it's not that easy go back on the north.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm
okay.
lost.
Yeah.
I'm lost in the sea. I already booked for a small gigs, and it cost me almost 400 euros. It's better if I go to a festival. Yeah, I'm looking for a festival. If you play in Germany, Netherlands, France, no, some country, let me know. It's easier, maybe. Really.
Yeah, good. We will.
Yeah, but I will try to join you in June. It's gonna be
Yeah.
finally to
Cool.
meet after 4 years, perhaps. 4 years, perhaps.
4 years. Yeah, let us know. Write us
Sure,
on social media if you want to come. Would
sure.
love to meet. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. After all this time, we can do. No, we don't do interview live. No, we just hang
We
out
drink.
on interview live, like I'm
Yeah.
Brazilian.
No interviews live.
No, please. It's I'm seeing that that many bands. I'm like, I prefer doing interview with Zoom before, but not while I'm playing. I'm tired. I'm seeing a lot of bands like not before, after my interviews, please.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, it's better to hang out and drink a beer,
yeah.
I would say.
Oh, okay. So we have this goal on Milan, which is easier. We're gonna hang out and drink beer, and maybe I can bring something from Sicily. I feel like limoncello or something like that, just to stay in the
Surprise us.
alcoholic. Yeah, sure.
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay, so we have a plan. What I can say, guys, good luck for the new upcoming album, and see you in Milan then. And take one day to rest at least, please.
Thank you.
See you.
Okay, thank you.
It was really nice to see you again. Have a good rest of the evening. Bye, guys.
You too.
Bye,
Thank you.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.